everybody? It's Cody here representing Slowco MMA and also The Ultimate Discussion. It's my new page on Facebook. It's really awesome. Check it out. Alright, I'm going to be doing a breakdown on UFC 126, Silva versus Belfort. Arguably, this is, the best card they've done, in a while. It's got some, all-star fighters on it, so I'm going to go ahead and break it down. I'm just going to do a couple quick picks, and then we'll break down the final three. Ricardo Romero versus Kyle Kingsbury. That fight's going to be a good fight. I'm going to take Ricardo Romero by submission. As much as I like Kyle Kingsbury, Romero's, he's got a good future. Next fight, Paul Taylor, Gabe Rudiger. Gabe Rudiger does not need to be in the UFC. No hate towards the guy. Yeah, no. Taking Paul Taylor all day. Next fight, Mike Pierce versus Kenny Robertson. I don't really know much on this Kenny Robertson guy, so I know he's like a new guy that they picked up for the fight. He's 10-0. He's got seven submission wins. I mean that's actually really that's really good. He's a Bellator veteran. It's hard to pick against Mike Pierce. I mean he's a hell of a fighter, but you know what? I'm gonna take the newbie on this one by submission. So yeah, why not? So Kenny Robertson by submission. Next fight, Donald Cerrone versus Paul Kelly. As much as I like Paul Kelly, he's a good brawler. Taking Donald Cerrone. Come on, can't pick against him. I'm not a fan of the Cowboy, but I'm not picking against him. Not in that fight. Next fight I'm really looking forward to: Demetrius Johnson versus Norafumi Kid Yamamoto. Kid Yamamoto is a beast. He's 18-3, coming over finally making that debut. The one guy I can say that I truly want to see. Hold on. He is the one guy that I do want to see fight, like Dominic Cruz or Jose Aldo. He's a 135-pound weight class right now, but I don't know what he's going to fight in UFC. I haven't really checked. Let me see. 1 second. They'll tell me. Yeah, he's going to be fighting at 135. So basically, honestly, I think with this win, if he beats Demetrius Johnson, which I think he will by TKO, I think he might get Uriah Faber or the winner of Uriah Faber, Eddie Wineland. I mean, because Dominic Cruz is out for a while, so it might play in that way. Well, no, I take that back. Odds are they're like Uriah Faber nut huggers in the WEC. They were anyway, so I'm assuming the UFC will probably be the same. So most likely they'll give the winner him and Wineland a title shot, which would be stupid. But hey, what do I know? I'm just a fan. Next fight, Chad Mendes versus Michihiro Omagawa. Omagawa's a beast. He beat Marlon Sandro and hold on, sorry. Forgot the fucking name. But he beat Marlon Sandro and Hatsu Hioki, the new Sengoku champion, beat Marlon Sandro. I like him. He didn't have too hot of a stint in his first trial in the UFC. I don't see him having a good start against Chad Mendes. Chad Money Mendes is 9-0. He's a beast. He trains with Uriah Faber. I'm not a Faber fan, but he trains with some good dudes. And I'd say Mendes has a better future than most people he trains with. Alright, next fight is going to be Miguel Torres and Antonio Benuelos. Benuelos is a good fighter, but I can't pick against Miguel Torres, so I'm going to take Torres in that fight. Next fight is going to be a good one. Carlos Eduardo Roca versus Jake Ellenberger. Ellenberger's a headhunter, while Roca's a submission artist. I truly, if it goes in the late rounds, I'd take Ellenberger just because, Roca's never went to decision before. Honestly, I think Roca's going to catch him with a submission in the first round, though. But hey, there's no telling us. MMA, anything can happen. Alright, the next fight's going to be Ryan Bader versus John Jones. Both wrestlers. John Jones is the explosive fighter of the two. I think John Jones is kind of an immature fighter still. I don't think he knows where his true potential lies. But cause he's really explosive, which is cool and all. But I think that give him a couple years, and he will be MMA. Him and Phil Davis will be up there, and everybody will be like, whoa, when they see these two guys once they hit their true potential. Don't get me wrong. John Jones right now is a beast, almost untouchable, but we have never seen him fight the elite talent, so we truly don't know. Vladimir Matyashenko was technically probably his biggest test besides Matt Hamill, but come on. Jose Nogueira beat Matyashenko and Bader beat Nogueira, so hey, there you go. Bader's a smart fighter. He's a calm fighter. He's composed. He knows how to follow a game plan. Do I see him getting, rocked by Jones? There's a good chance of it. There's a good chance Jones can knock him out cold. There's a good chance Bader can knock Jones out cold. Both have some heavy hands. But I see this being a wrestling match. I see Ryan Bader prevailing to a decision. So Bader by decision all the way. Forrest Griffin, Rich Franklin. I hate Forrest Griffin with a passion. He's a douchebag. I met him before. I cannot stand him. That being said, all aspects of the game, Rich Franklin's better. I think except Forrest has better jiu-jitsu. Do I see it being a ground war? Absolutely not. I see it being two guys trying to strike. Forrest does not have the greatest chin in the world. I think Rich will land it perfect on him and end it. Is there a chance Forrest can knock out Rich? Sure. I doubt it, but sure. But I think Rich Franklin's going to knock out Forrest Griffin. I'll say it second or third round. Why not? All right, now it's on to the main event. Anderson Silva versus Vitor the Phenom Belfort. Cannot wait for this fight. Vitor's got the better hands. I think Muay Thai belongs to Anderson without a doubt. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, both are black belts, but I think Anderson's a little better. He's got the lankiness to him that really helps him out. Wrestling wise, I'm gonna give the advantage to Vitor. He trains at Extreme Couture. You can't beat that. But in this match also, you gotta take into consideration Vitor's training with Vinny Magalhães, which is like really good to train with. I mean, Vinny's got probably arguably the best grappling game in MMA. He's really close anyway, so I mean that's awesome. The only problem for Vinny, he just ain't that great of a striker, so it cost him in the long run. But yeah, I think Vitor Belfort is personally going to win this fight. I think he's going to win it because of his hand speed. If this fight goes past the third round, Anderson Silva will win the fight. But I think Vitor's going to end it quick with a TKO. Like, I think he's going to use his fast hands. I don't think Anderson will be knocked out cold, but I think Vitor's going to just pound his head in. But hey, I could be wrong. If Anderson's smart, he'll keep distance and land his shots and move away. Stick and move, have the fun with him. If he picks Vitor apart, it'll screw up Vitor's game plan and that'll be the fight. But I think Vitor's going to close the distance and just go off on him and show power. Chael Sonnen wrote the game plan on how to beat Anderson Silva. I think Vitor could capitalize. So it's going to be a good war. So that's my picks on 126. I'm going to release a video for my Strikeforce events probably tomorrow. I guess, so check out my pages on Facebook. You got Slowco MMA, you got and the Ultimate Discussion, both of my pages. I haven't decided to close Slowco down. I'm not going to. I'm just going to leave it going. Also check out MMA Topics. Follow DiBiase and Dukes on Twitter at DiBiase GDP and also at Dukes Jones. Check out the horror page of Johnny Gore Galore. You can follow him on Twitter at Johnny Gore Galore. It's a really cool page if you like horror movies and all that, so just give them a peep. Hit me up on Twitter at Slowco MMA. So, yeah, thanks for watching. Enjoy the fights and give me some feedback. Let me know what y'all think on the fights as well. Have a good one.